We have a developing situation in Philadelphia. Nick Sirianni officially on notice. It is not good, and we got new video to show. Nick Sirianni closing out the Browns, holding on for dear life, and then barking at his own fans. Look at this.
We'll go to 3-2.
And there he is with his team. Smiles. Should be relief.
Philadelphia sideline.
But what are you doing? What are you doing?
The Giants.
He's asking, where are the booze?
Bengals.
Where are the booze? Where are the booze?
Cleveland Browns.
Wow. Meanwhile, getting laughed at by opposing players. Nick Sirianni, what was this all about? ML Football says they were chanting, fire Sirianni, and booing him throughout the game. Emmanuel Acho says, former player, broadcaster, taunting your own fan base after a win? And then it goes even further. Trey Wingo, respected broadcaster who hosted the draft for years, said, how does this help? That's the answer, because it really doesn't. Damian Woody, you got to see what he said this morning on Get Up. This is wild. Look.
What's this clown behavior, bro?
Whoa.
This dude's a clown. Like, seriously.
Damn.
You gonna seriously talk trash to the fans?
Your own fan.
Your own fan.
Your own fan. Call him a clown twice. But wait, Sirianni made it even worse for himself after. Presented by X Golf. X Golf WPB on Instagram. The new home of indoor golf is X Golf. Nick Sirianni asked about the incident. Look at the smug look on his face. Look at his BS answer. Watch this.
No, just excited. Just excited to get the win.
Yeah. By taunting your own fans after you barely beat a 1-5 team. Specifically now, he's going to be asked about the interaction with the fans. Look at this nonsense. This man is lying.
Were fans yelling things at you from this?
Excited to get the win.
Excited to get it.
What is the wink about? Just excited to get the win. Meanwhile, the fan said, look how predictable this clown is. We know he's going to misbehave and act up. But the over-under is 2.5 questions before he drops it's hard to win in this league. You just saw the first 2 questions being asked. You want to see the third question? Watch this.
It's hard to win in this league, so we're excited to get the win.
He's that predictable that literally they know what he's going to say. So if you bet the under, you just missed. Meanwhile, he proceeds to insult. He just insulted the fans, and now he's going to insult his own hometown media. Look at this.
We get it. You guys have a job to do, and you're going to fixate on one thing, and you're going to be like, oh, they haven't started fast, or they haven't turned the ball over. Like, we got it.
Yeah, we got it. But wait, because the video you haven't seen, it's even worse as we continue. Presented by Twin Peaks. Eat, drink, scenic views. Your UFC fight headquarters is Twin Peaks. Do you remember during the Super Bowl? JPA football does. How about a flashback to this? This is crazy. You got a coach in the middle of a Super Bowl during a challenge before halftime with a minute left, 54 seconds, I think, taunting Chiefs fans. Jalen Hurts has to play the adult. Want to see the video? Take a look at the video. Watch it in real time as it happened. Look at here. He's taunting the fans, and Hurts is like, stop it, dude. And then all of a sudden, you got Coach smiling, and Jalen Hurts is not. Look at the close-up of their faces. There is Sirianni, like, joking, laughing, like, ha, I'm a clown. And Hurts is not having it. His nonverbals indicate, dude, you got to be a grown-up. You got to be better than this. Not the first time, though, is it? Last year at Kansas City, he made kids cry. He got in the faces of Chiefs fans on Monday Night Football after a player dropped what would have been the game-winning for the Chiefs touchdown. Look at this behavior from last fall. Look at here. Look at the taunting. Wow. But meanwhile, you didn't see this, did you? Back in Indianapolis in the fall of 2021, they barely beat a 4-5-1 draw Colts team. And here's what he did then. Look at Sirianni. He does this. He goes up to the crowd. He yells. He's showing love to the Eagles fans, but then also taunting the Colts fans. You're not supposed to do this as a coach. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, Willie Gay, the player, said this. Corny. Sirianni yelling at Chiefs fans. Dude, corny as an MF-er. Damian Woody went even further this morning on Get Up. Here's what else he said about Sirianni. Look.
This dude is a straight clown, bro. Like, I just don't have any respect for what this man is doing. Y'all barely beat the god-awful Cleveland Browns, and then you want to talk trash to the fans. Get the hell out of here.
You got former players, you got current players, you got broadcasters saying he's a clown. No respect. It gets worse, though, because, hold on, he dragged his own kids into this. SLBT.com, the home of honest, reliable service since 1970. St. Lucie Battery and Tire shout-out. His own kids into this. He brought his kids to the press conference to try and, I don't know, make the bad questions go away, try to make them go easy on him. Watch him reprimand his own daughter. Meanwhile, why is she acting up? I wonder where she gets it. Look at this.
It was great to set the tone there.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her.
Get the lead, right? And get the lead and put them behind. Taylor, stop it. Taylor, stop it.
Yeah. Taylor, stop it. Taylor, stop it. Where does she get it to misbehave and act up like that? I can't imagine where that comes from. Damian Woody calls him out on bringing his kids to the post-game press conference after he knows that he's under fire and on notice for what he did with his own fans. Watch.
Oh, then you're gonna bring your kids into the post game,
right,
to kind of soften the blow from what reporters might ask you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Rome tweeted out immediately. He called it yesterday afternoon. Sirianni using his kids as a shield to take the heat off himself. Embarrassing and cringe are the words he's using there. Stop saying you'll figure it out. Leave your kids off the podium. What do they got to do with it? By the way, Sirianni talking about accountability in August. You got to hear this because it's hilarious now.
The only way to get better is to really look through the things that you felt like you messed up and get better at them. But it starts with the humility to say, I messed this up.
Right.
I need to be better at this.
Right, like you didn't do in the press conference when you said you're just excited about the win after acting up again and taunting fans and doing what you... It's one thing when it's the other team's fans and another thing altogether when it is the Philadelphia fans. Meanwhile, look at this picture here because the owner of the Eagles, Jeffrey Lurie, noted Sirianni, this was the past offseason, quote, it can be a bit counterproductive if he overdoes his own passion about finding the sweet spot between bringing his passion while not overdoing it. He got put on notice. He had a conversation with the owner and told, stop doing this stuff. Why do you always know where the camera is? Why are you always talking to the fans? You tell your players to ignore the cameras, the fans, and all the sound, and you're the most locked in on all of it. The question is on the board. Question, how bad is this for Sirianni? It's really bad. They were a team that lost 6 of 7 down the stretch last year and lost a playoff game on the road. They are a team that barely held on to beat a 1-5 Browns team at home after a bye, mind you, against a quarterback who's not just the worst in the league, but worst historically ever prior to the second half of that game. This is bad because not only have you now turned the media against you, the one thing you can't do in Philly is intentionally provoke and taunt the fans. It's kind of like Tony Soprano. He's allowed to smash the other wise guy's girlfriends. They're not allowed to smash his. Philly fans can boo all they want. Sirianni's head coach cannot do what he did here. This is going to get interesting how bad this gets, but right now, it is certainly not good. Hit subscribe, hit like, comment. I reply to all the comments. And remember, kids, while every day above ground is a good day, some are just more questionable than others. Second night to the bad guy. See you on Wednesday.